Hi guys, Ethereal Awakening here doing individual zodiac sign readings. This one is for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Check your North Nodes. And today before I began readings, I had this feeling in my hands like I just can't keep a hold of anything. And it led me to feel like, it reminded me of when I felt the feelings of everything good in my life, just, I let it slip through my hands. And that's that's a sad feeling to be in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump right into these readings, and I've got a new oracle deck here. This is Messages from the Light by Joyce Huntington. So let's see what Spirit has for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Spirit, what messages are for Scorpio? Spirit, what messages are for Scorpio? All right. Healing. And I will read from the book because this is a new deck on these cards. Forgiveness. Look at that green. That's heart chakra right there. Beautiful cards. The sun and that healing card. All right. Rest in the light. It is active. You need not be. Every cell in your body, every rent in your soul is thus repaired. Allow yourself to be healed. Rest in the light. Whether that means get out of the house, go outside in the sun. Even though on a cloudy day, there's still sun there. So going outside does benefit you. Resting in the light. Knowing that you've done everything you could possibly do to benefit yourself first. Yourself first. Recognizing the importance and preciousness that is you. Healing light is active. You need not be. This is a time for Four Swords. Rest, reprieve, reflect. Every rent in your soul is thus repaired. Every cell in your body. Allow yourself to be healed. Just allow. And then the forgiveness, I feel like that is very much tied in. Some beings or situations may be closed to you. Forgive them and they will open. Some parts of yourself may be closed to the flow of love, joy, and vitality. Forgive them and the flow will be restored. So there it is, right there. So those parts in you, Scorpio, even, I know they're feeling like you let things slip through your hands, all the goodness. It is time to forgive that and allow healing in so that flow can be repaired and restored. Whatever parts of you feel are blackened and shadowed and unworthy, and they have to become worthy to you. You have to see that that is not you. It's just something that you did to teach you about yourself, to teach you what you don't want, if nothing else. That is the beginning buddings of diving into your healing that is being requested of you. Nothing more. Nothing more but just whatever you're doing. If it's piling up more shame and blame and guilt and remorse, stop doing that stuff and just stop. You need not do anything but rest in the light. Rest in the fact that, okay, I've done some things in the past that I'm not very happy of, but I'm not going to continue to do them anymore. And I'm just going to sit here and allow myself the forgiveness that I am requiring. It's just forgiveness of self first. Once you learn the best route to forgiveness to yourself, then you can extend it to the other situations and people and also be able to apologize. This is all, you are the training grounds inside that takes you out amongst the others to actually put it into practice. So now I'm going to pull some tarot and see what the furthering story is. Spirit, what more do we need to add to this for Scorpio? All right, the Sun on the healing, along with Eight of Cups. Exactly what Scorpio. It is time for you to walk away from whatever you're doing that is leaving you sitting in that guilty and shameful feeling. Nothing that is really good that is meant for you will leave you. Not for good. It's only temporary. Everything is temporary. What's meant for you will come. If it's gone, it's gone. It wasn't meant for you. You've got something bigger and better on the horizon. This Sun card is speaking on that light. The healing, resting in that light. Look at the imagery on these cards. These are all like right in line. Look at this. And there's it's recognizing the ebbs and flows that come with life. Sometimes we're high, sometimes we're low. When we're in the low, it's time to just rest. And there's a lot of blue here asking for the rest that comes from just recognizing that the light, the yellow, is there. It requires nothing of you to be in healing. Just sit and stop doing the stuff that's pulling you in. Stop doing the stuff that you don't like. Even the habitual, it's not easy. I'm not saying this stuff is easy. Nobody says it's easy. But there's nothing that's required of you. You're physically not required of anything but just to stop doing what keeps you in the cycles of remorse and guilt and blame and shame, and just heal yourself. You don't have to go and seek to apologize to anyone. Just yourself. Just yourself right now. Scorpio, this is only asking of you to do this for yourself. And under the forgiveness, the Knight of Swords. Again, this is being that truth for yourself. And the Page of Pentacles, the beginning of manifesting exactly who you want to be. Begins with forgiveness. That's the Page of Pentacles is offering forgiveness to yourself so that you can become the vessel and the soul purposeful Scorpio that you were spiritually meant to be. Honesty, truth. Actually manifesting forgiveness for yourself, and then once you've cultivated a sure stock within you that I have forgiven myself, I've learned all the lessons I need to learn, I've apologized to myself, I've forgiven, and all those things, self-appreciation for what you've gone through, then you can go out and apologize to those who need apologies and forgive those. And sometimes you're not going to be able to offer apologies and forgiveness to people who have closed off. That's going to happen. You can do it from right where you are, not requiring anything of you but energetic forgiveness and apology. The underlying energy is the Five of Pentacles. This is where I was coming from, where, it might not feel good. This isn't going to feel good at first, but there's a lot that's been built up here, Scorpio. There's a lot of exclusion and loss and pain and hurt. Feeling left out. You feel left out from you. And you've manifested, all of the exclusion external you was manifested from within. You've excluded yourself. When you are not looking at your feelings as valid and important and always second guessing and turning away from what those internal feelings are trying to really tell you, no, that can't be. You've manifested the exclusion outside of you, people leaving you, by doing that to yourself inside you. And there's the King of Swords. This is requiring some very serious honesty, Scorpio. These two kings here are recognizing that exactly what I just said. That you have honestly manifested outside of you all the people who have left you, all the people you have left. It's simply because from inside you were abandoning yourself. You've left yourself out. So when you go within and you heal and you forgive and you apologize and you learn all those things about yourself that you've been turning away from, anytime you second guess yourself, you've self-abandoned. Your internal God-given navigation system, your intuition has been there trying to guide you all your life. And every time you second guess, you turn away, you allow somebody else to talk you into or out of something, you've abandoned yourself. And that's exactly what you've manifested, is this external you, when you abandon. I was doing it too. I can speak on this. I found this in meditation. This one hit me hard. And it didn't just like, okay, now that I know, great, now I can fix it. It took a baby toddling kind of energy. Oh, that was, I did it again. Oops. Redirect and keep going. I'm going to pull an advice card from Chapel of the Sacred Mirrors deck by Alex Gray. Spirit, what advice do we have for Scorpio? What advice do we have for Scorpio, Spirit? This is the muscle system, and I always have loved this card. She's got a little baby in there. Magical layered meat maiden, synonymously sewn into the tough fabric of bone. It's a tough word to say for me. I'm sorry. I know all the words I can. Synonymously sewn into the tough fabric of bone. Robust, overwork, atrophied, aching, working by oppositional mechanics. Contracting and relaxing, engineered by God for beauty and grace. From the micro strength that constricts the blood vessels to the gluteal macrocosm. Power, woman, thy strength bears each generation. The reflection on courage. This takes courage. Walking away from the emotional ties to victimhood, to self-pity, to feeling like I have every right to be negative because I've had it so rough. Walking away from that mentality and mindset is not easy. It takes courage. Recognizing that you have forgiveness and apologies for yourself, and how to do that takes courage. Knight. The knight is courageous. He's going after truth. And the truth is, you deserve the forgiveness and apologies that you've been avoiding giving yourself. And once you learn to do those at a king level in your underlying energy, there's the King of Swords. Once you've mastered that I can apologize and forgive to myself, then you can go out and apologize to anyone that needs it, and forgive anyone that you, even those you can't actually physically be in contact with. All of this physically manifested from within, so without. I hope this has helped, Scorpio. See you next time.